Alien Splatter Redux starts off with a cutscene that explains that aliens are invading the world, and the government's only choice is to send their one best man to stop them. It is a ridiculous cutscene, filled with intentionally bad writing that spoofs some of the bad translation of games of the past. Like, for example, the alien leader says that you must surrender the bases to us, as an obvious nod to the infamous all your base are belong to us quote. It's well done, and definitely worth a chuckle. Once you press start, you are thrown into a game that would have looked right at home on the NES. Controls here are very simple and responsive. One button shoots, one button jumps, and that's it. Nothing else you need to know. You start out with a basic pea shooter, but there are a ton of other weapons to acquire, represented by icons littered all throughout the levels. The game is very liberal with ammo and weapon power-ups, so you are rarely stuck using the default gun. The weapon selection is pretty varied. Each of them works well, and I didn't find one that was objectively better than the rest. You get stuff like a more powerful shot, a scatter shot, boomerang, and a laser that shoots through walls. There are 7 levels plus one bonus level that unlocks when you beat the game. It starts off easy enough. I don't think I even got hit on the first 2 or 3 levels, but the difficulty definitely ratchets up in the second half of the game. There's a nice mix of levels inspired by older games along with some original stuff. So for example, remember the rain level in Ninja Gaiden 2? There is a level similar in this game where the rain direction pushes your character around, but it is also the game's ice level. The ice level has both snow and ice. On the snow, your movement is impaired, whereas on the ice, you're sliding all over the place. Combining the changing terrain with the changing weather makes for some really tricky platforming, complete with enemies to knock you to your death. Every level ends with a boss. They're all pretty easy to figure out, but their health meters are a bit inconsistent. I felt like some bosses were huge damage sponges, while others just went down really quick. Only one boss in the game gave me a hard time. Overall, the bosses are probably the weakest part of this game. They're not terrible, but the rest of the game is really fun, so they were kind of a letdown. Bosses aside, if you're looking for a great 8-bit run and gun that scratches your nostalgic itch while still providing a fresh experience, you cannot go wrong here. The game sells for $1. It's short, probably won't take you much more than an hour to beat, if that, but for that price, you simply cannot go wrong.